Hi guys, it's Hannah again. So it's still a mess, mainly because I always do my videos in the morning right now. So yeah, besides that, I saw a video this morning, well, not this morning, Thursday morning. I'm all mixed up in my days. On Thursday morning, I saw a video that was posted last night, from Beautiful Disaster, and she's like planning to do a Q&A, but she doesn't think that she'll get a whole lot of questions. So I want anyone who watches this video to think of a question and go post it on her latest video. What was it? What specifically? Oh yeah, I don't remember the title though. Hang on. Nope, I want channels. How do I? There it is. I'm sorry. I thought that I knew what I was doing. Why I've been gone for so long. So, go find that video on her channel. I'll leave a link to her channel in the description. I forgot to do that last time I brought her up. Also leave a comment. I already said that. Leave a comment, leave a question, and like her videos. She's really cool. Okay, so yeah, let's go to #RenewTimeless. So episode 5 is called The Alamo. Apparently, if you're from Texas, you always know what about the Alamo. I did not until this episode. Okay, so Flynn goes back to about 3 days before the Alamo starts, and no, not a few days before the Alamo starts, and convinces the general attacking, to attack the Alamo. Okay, is the place called the Alamo? Whatever. He convinced the general to attack 3 days early, and that doesn't leave anyone time to prepare for a battle. I'm still not prepared. Okay, so our main team, Lucy, Wyatt, and Rufus, go and follow him to the Alamo. And unfortunately, I'm sorry, I had this on my lap right now. Unfortunately, they don't get there early enough, and Flynn actually does kill a very important person who writes a very important letter. And he didn't get to finish the letter before he got killed, so. Let's see. Yeah, another thing that makes things even worse is that the army coming in is not going to be taking any prisoners. And even at this, right now, at the fact that they're not going to be taking any prisoners and highly altering the timeline, Flynn is actually, opposed to not taking prisoners and not letting people leave before the war. And now that was when I'm thinking, we should just team up with Flynn to stop all this. But nope, not yet. Yeah, in the original timeline, they let the women and children leave, and they were willing to take prisoners. My sister, sorry. Okay, so in order to get those people out of the city, town, whatever it was, in order to get those people out, they dug a path through the aqueducts underground using explosives. That was fun to watch. It actually wasn't as big of an explosion as I would have liked, not like Mythbusters. Now those are real explosions. And so Lucy is busy trying to finish the letter. Travis, what's his first name? William B. Travis. He's the one who is writing the victory or death letter. So Lucy has to finish this letter, which she actually hasn't, out of everything that she knows about history, she apparently didn't know this letter very well. I mean, that's fine. I mean, I couldn't memorize one document, I'm sure. So, and she gives it to this kid. Well, not really a kid. He's probably like a teenager. Anyway, she gives him the letter, and he goes on with the women and children, and he escapes and delivers the letter, and that saves the timeline. While James Bowie and Davy Crockett are fighting against the Mexicans. Oh yeah, in the present, Wyatt is going to be replaced, or so they thought, until Rufus and Lucy were like, no, if you lose Wyatt, you lose us. That was nice. So this convinced Agent Christopher to keep Wyatt around. But so yeah, everything turned out fine. The letter saved the timeline. Wyatt's still part of the team. And Lucy learned her father's name. If you remember from the last part, or maybe it was a part before that, I think. Lucy found out that the father she grew up with wasn't really her father, like her birth father. That's why she still existed in this timeline. But, so she learns that his name, well, actually, in this episode, the Alamo, we actually don't know his name yet because she wrote it on a paper and, like, showed it with the name on this side. So, anyway, since it's going to be in this next episode right here, in episode 6, then, for the record, it said Benjamin Cahill. I honestly, for 2 weeks, I kept saying Cahill, and my mom kept correcting me, and it was a little bit annoying. Okay, so, episode 6, the Watergate tape. So, apparently, President Nixon had this tape that was, like, something like 26 minutes, I heard, and most of it was erased, or maybe it was 14 minutes, I don't know. But yeah, most of it was erased, so Flynn went back to that time, and he got a hold of the tape before it got erased. And it turned... Okay, he does this beforehand. Then, at some point, he goes and he captures Wyatt, Lucy, and Rufus. And he has them tied up in chairs in some, like, old house. So, apparently, at least Rufus's mission was to keep anyone from hearing that tape, even himself, according to Rittenhouse, at least. I'm playing with my charger. And so he was kind of too late, because Flynn decided, hey, I'm going to play this for all 3 of you, and me. So yeah, turns out there's stuff about Rittenhouse on that tape. That's probably why it got deleted, because Rittenhouse doesn't like when you ask questions or when information about them is revealed. Where was I? Okay, yeah, so apparently he also mentions a doc, and they had assumed it was a document. And I'm sorry, I need to put this down. Flynn sends Lucy and Rufus to go find it, but he keeps Wyatt around, and he threatens them that if they don't get back in, 6 hours, then he's going to kill Wyatt. So, yeah, also back in the present, Rufus was told that he was supposed to go call a certain number while he was in 1972, and, I'm sorry, I keep zoning out for a second. He was supposed to make a call in 1972 and tell them everything that's going on at the time. And so he does, and the person on the other end of the line just says to destroy the dock. Meanwhile, Flynn gets to talk. Flynn and Wyatt talk for a little bit, and it's actually such a sad conversation. So, as sometime before the show even started, Flynn found out that Rittenhouse was bankrolling Mason Industries. But when he had told this information to other people, then Rittenhouse came and they murdered his family. Before this, everyone had assumed that Flynn murdered his own family. They framed him. It's so sad. I feel really bad for him. I know he's a psychopath. I know he's trying to destroy American history, but I feel bad for him. The whole reason he's trying to destroy American history is so that he can eliminate Rittenhouse entirely. And just the way he says it, we call them silent, but they're not really silent. Not when it's 2 shots in the dark murdering your family. I don't have any words for this. I just feel so bad for him. Okay, so back to Lucy and Rufus. They actually find out that the doc is a person, a girl, who used to be a Rittenhouse member, but she left, and let's see. Yeah, she knows every name that's involved in Rittenhouse at the time, and that ever has been since the 1700s. This girl's got a photographic memory or something like that. Focus. So yeah, they kind of use her as bait, and they lead Rittenhouse to the house that Flynn was in. And meanwhile, while the two of them are distracted, well, actually, Wyatt escaped Flynn just before this, I think. Just before this. And so, yeah, Flynn and Rittenhouse are shooting it out, and meanwhile, the main team goes and gets the doc. I don't remember her name, so I'm literally going to call her Doc right now. And that's what they did in the description. I just noticed that. So yeah, meanwhile, while the two of them are shooting it out, they get Doc to safety. I don't remember exactly where they sent her. It might have been out of the country. It might have been just another state. Not sure. So yeah, she turns out fine. Oh yeah, so when Rittenhouse was telling him, destroy the doc, I keep hitting this, I need to put this away. When Rittenhouse was telling Rufus to destroy the doc, he ends up later calling them back, and he's like, the doc is a person. I can't destroy a person. I don't know, that was random. So, yeah, back in the present, Lucy goes and visits her father for the first time. She's apparently sat outside in her car in front of his house a few times before this. How creepy would that get? Anyway, she finally goes up to the door and knocks, and he opens, obviously. And she just runs, pretty much. She doesn't introduce herself. But it turns out that her father is the same Rittenhouse agent that was threatening Rufus before, threatening his family. And she doesn't realize this. I didn't fully realize this. But, yeah, that's who it's meant to be. And so that's where that episode ends. And that's episodes 5 and 6, The Alamo and the Watergate tape. I'm going to start putting, as of yesterday's video, I'm going to start putting, I'm gonna start putting the episodes and names of the episodes in the description when I start typing. I'm gonna see if I can do that with the first one too, or at least somewhere throw in the names. But yeah, that's it. Go and subscribe to Beautiful Disaster. Yeah, that's right. I'm gonna have a link instead of just you going and looking for her channel. But yeah, subscribe to Beautiful Disaster. Send her a question on her why I've been gone for so long. That was it, right? Yeah. Give her a question in the comments on that video. Like all her videos. They're great. She's really good at makeup, and she dyed her hair, and it looks really cool. I could never pull anything like that off, I'm sure. But yeah, just go and do that, and that would be great. So I guess I'll see you later. Bye!